Ever stop and think about the magic that happens the moment you hit send? Well, today, we're going to pull back that curtain and look at the invisible services that power every single one of our online chats, emails, and calls. Let's dive in.
I mean, seriously, this is the big question, right? How does an idea from your head get to a screen thousands of miles away almost instantly? It feels like straight-up magic. But what we're going to find out is that it's actually something even cooler, a set of brilliant tools all working together perfectly.
I love this phrase because it gets right to the point. These services aren't just extra features, they're the essential structure. They are the very backbone that our entire digital world is built on. Without them, the whole thing just collapses.
So yeah, these are the tools that transform the internet from just a bunch of connected computers into a real, living community. Think of them as the digital version of our roads, our mail system, and our town squares.
Okay, but before we go any further, we have got to clear something up. It's one of the biggest mix-ups out there. We all say internet and web like they're the same thing, but they're not. Not even close.
So, first, you've got the internet. This is the actual infrastructure. It's the maze of fiber optic cables buried underground, the routers, the servers. It's literally the highway system of the digital world.
The web, on the other hand, is just one of the things that travels on that highway. The web is the collection of websites and pages you get to through your browser. So, if the internet is the road, the web is all the stores and houses you can visit along the way.
Let's put it side by side to make it super clear. The internet is the plumbing, the wires, the infrastructure. The World Wide Web is an information system, like all those websites, that flows through the plumbing. Getting this right is absolutely key to understanding everything else we're about to talk about.
All right, so we get the highway system now, so let's talk about the different kinds of cars we drive on it. And first up are the speedsters, the tools we use when we need to talk to someone like right now. This is our real-time toolkit.
And of course, we're kicking off with instant messaging, or IM. I mean, the name really says it all, doesn't it? It's all about speed. It's for those quick back-and-forth conversations that feel just like you're talking face-to-face.
And you know these. You use them every single day. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Slack, they've totally woven themselves into our lives, for work and for fun. For one simple reason: instant connection.
Then you have chat rooms. Now that might sound a little old school, but their DNA is absolutely everywhere today. Think about it. A Discord server for your favorite game, or a dedicated Slack channel for a hobby. That's just a modern chat room. It's all about finding your people.
Next up is VoIP, or Voice over Internet Protocol. Now, this technology was a complete game changer. It basically looked at old phone lines and said, hey, why are we using these when we have this massive global thing called the internet? It turned the internet into one giant telephone network.
And how it actually works is just wild. As you're talking, your voice gets chopped up into thousands of tiny digital packets. Those packets get shot across the internet, and then they're all put back together in the right order on the other side. And all of this happens so fast that it sounds completely seamless. It's incredible.
And hey, this isn't some obscure tech that nobody uses. Every single time you hop on a Zoom call or make a call on Skype or FaceTime, you are using the power of VoIP.
Okay, so that covers the need for speed. But what about when you don't need an instant reply? Let's switch gears and talk about the steady workhorses of communication, the services you use when things can wait a little.
And the undisputed champion in this area is, you guessed it, good old email, electronic mail. Its biggest feature is that it's not real time. You send a message, and the other person can open it and reply whenever they're ready. No pressure.
And this really shows you the trade-off. Instant messaging is like tapping someone on the shoulder for a quick chat. It's fast and conversational. Email is more like writing and sending a formal letter. It's more deliberate and great for attaching things. They just solve different problems. And if you want to peek under the hood for just a second, it's pretty neat. Think of it like the post office. A rule or protocol called SMTP is like the mail truck that sends your email out. Then other protocols like POP3 or IMAP are what your email app uses to check your mailbox and download any new mail. And finally, we have FTP. That's File Transfer Protocol. So if email is for sending a letter, FTP is for moving a freight train. When you need to move absolutely massive files like huge video projects or big data sets, FTP is the heavy-duty tool that gets the job done.
So we have all of these incredible tools at our fingertips, but how do we make sure using them is actually a good experience for everyone? Well, that brings us to the rules of the digital road. I mean, the power we have now is just undeniable. These services have basically erased physical distance. We can collaborate, build friendships, and stay in touch with people on the other side of the world like they're sitting right next to us.
But you know the old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. And that's exactly where this idea of netiquette comes in. It's really just a word for a code of conduct, having good manners online.
And this is what it all comes down to, really. These things are just tools. A hammer can be used to build a house, or it can be used to break a window. It's how we choose to use them, our commitment to good netiquette, that decides if the internet is a welcoming place or a hostile one.
So there you have it, the architecture of how we stay connected, from the deep-sea cables all the way up to the social rules of a chat room. It leaves us with one last really important question to think about. In this powerful world we've all built together, what does being a good digital citizen truly look like to you?